right, number 6 says, which equation represents a line that is parallel to the y-axis? The first thing I'm going to do is put a couple of axes down. Okay. And this one is our x-axis, and this one's our y-axis. So if the question asks for an equation that represents a line parallel to the y-axis, we are looking for a line that is vertical. So let's take a look at this in our calculator. I'm going to start a new page for graphs. And I'm going to enter the equations that were given as answer choices. So we have x equals 4, x equals 0, y equals 4, and y equals x. So x equals 4. Right now I'm in a function, and x equals equations are not functions, so I'm not going to be able to enter that like this. What I'm going to need to do is go to Menu, Graph Entry Edit, Graph Entry Edit, Equation, Line, and then the second choice there is Vertical Line. And you should notice that it has x equals c as its equation. I'm going to choose that one, and I'm going to enter x equals 4. And then I'm just going to arrow down, and that will allow me to enter a new one. So I'm going to type in x equals 0, and then I'm going to hit enter. Okay, and my other answer choices were y equals 4 and y equals x. So now I'm still in vertical equations, so I'm going to have to go back to Menu, Graph Entry Edit, Equation, Line, and I can choose Slope Intercept or Standard, or I can go back and instead of entering an equation, I can enter a function. So I'm going to have y equals 4, and my arrow down so I can enter a new function, and y equals x. So let me move the labels so we can see them. So this horizontal line is y equals 4. This vertical line is x equals 0. Put that down here. This vertical line is x equals 4. And this diagonal line is the graph y equals x, which is the linear parent function. It's neither horizontal nor vertical. It has a slope of 1. Okay, so the question asked us which equation was parallel to the y-axis. This one is the y-axis, therefore it's not parallel. And this one is parallel to the y-axis. So our answer should be A. Let's talk about this just a little bit more. If I have a horizontal line, like so, horizontal lines have the equations of y equals some constant value that we call b. Horizontal lines cross the y-axis y-axis at one point. So their equations are y equals some constant value. Vertical lines cross the x-axis at one point. Therefore, their equations are x equals some constant. And for the given problem, that constant was 4. So I'm going to call that x equals 4. Every single x value along this line has the x value of 4. Every single point along this line has the x value of 4. So that's why its equation is x equals 4, and that is parallel to the y-axis.